everyone.
Good morning.
Masechet Chagiga on Daf Chof Hey Omid Base. And the two dots at the top of the Omid, like 10 lines in the top. What we learned in the words of the Mishnah. Ve'imomar ifrashti letoicho revis kodesh ne'emon. We learned in the Mishnah, Imomar, the Amoritz tells the Chover. We were talking about the times when the Amoritz is believed, about Kochim, when he believes about Trumen. We say, Ve'imomar, the Amoritz tells to the Chover, ifrashti letoicho, I was mafresh into the Chover shel Trumen revis shel kodesh, is going to be ne'emon. Zog the Gemara, Tnan Hossam. Now, before we start the Mishnah over there, it's kedai to know, just a bit of a background, it's kedai to know a din. We have a din of osode shenechrash bokever. That means, in different words, it's called osode beisapras. What is osode beisapras? Osode beisapras is a field that was there, we know, it had a chazaka that had a kever in the sode, in the field, and it came a tractor, it came the machresha, and plowed one of the instruments and plowed the field. That's called the Soda B'Isapras. Mina Toire, there's no Chashash Tumeh. But Chachomim was metam as someone who walks in this field. Why? Because Shema is a Chashash. Maybe there's left in this field a bone, etzem kasoiro, a bone in the side of a barley, and the size of a barley of a bone of a mess is metame, someone who touches it. Bemaga ubemasa. That means someone who carries it, someone who moves it, is going to be metamim. But be'oyel, it's not metamim. That means a small bone in the size of a soira. It's not metamim be'oyel. Even there is a tumas mes be'oyel. That's in the bones. Is only roiminian, yeah, as we learned already many times. There's a chashash. Maybe b'derech halichosi, as he's walking, maybe he stepped. Or maybe he moved, or etzem kasoiro. Mina Torah, as we said, Nochamol, the soda is not b'cheskas tumah. Why? Because we assume that the tractor, or what we call the machresha, is grinding the bones till it's not left over there, shem etzem that's metame boil. And if you can say etzem kasoiro is left over there, maybe he's going to touch it. There's no chashash. Chashash maga, and he's talking chashash maga. Why? As the Meiri says, "Shetmunim nehin be'ofel." That's the lashon of the Meiri. That's the reason that mina Torah there's no chashash of soda beisapras. It's only miderabana. Okay. Once we know this background of soda beisapras, let's see the Mishnah. Nanosom. We learned in the Mishnah. Moidin beishamayu beisilel. Sheboidkin lo yisei pesach vein boidkin lo yichlei trumeh. A beisapras. A beisapras we're talking about, as we spoke, and we explain what we boitkim. We can see balt. How we do the boitkim, we can see balt. But do we do a badik of the Beis Apras? People who want to cross the Beis Apras because they're on the way to do a Korban Pesach, so they can rely on this badikim, and there's no chashash. Maybe they're tome and they can't do the Korban Pesach. Or well, we don't do a badikim for oichlei trumah. That means oichlei trumah, they are not allowed to when they're tome and they're allowed to eat trumah. So they can't rely on the bdike in order to eat with the tumah. To cross the Beis Apras, afilu with the bdike to eat tumah. What is the bdike? Says the Gemara, my boitkin. How exactly do the bdike? That's not going to help for Pesach and will help for, would help for Korban Pesach, wouldn't help for Oichlei Tumah. Says the Gemara. Omar Rav Yudah Omar Shmuel menapeach ol Beis Apras v'oilach. That means, Oisei Pesach, they're menapeach. What means menapeach? With their mouth, they blow, they crawl on four, and they are gonna blow on they take a thing and they blow, and they check is over here in this sand or soil. Is it there or it's some kasoy? Or they can check if there's some kasoy. Also, they check the afar bay of the soda beisapras, the offer over there. They check it if is it there some kasoy. Or isn't there a kasoy? Yeah, that's what Rashi explains. Rashi explains, let's see it in Rashi. Rashi explains that if you have poidek b'bdike, the lashon of Rashi over here is, let's see it inside. ובייס הפרש שסוד השנך אז בוקר ומפסיקו, בואי נקבל לפיכם. אם יש עצם כסוירו, רואהו ונשמע ממנו, ועצם כסוירו, הנה מטל בועל, אלא במאגו ומס, לפיקו. בואי נק בנפיכה שלא יסיתנו ברגלוי. So what's the loss of Rashi? Rashi explains, לפיקו. This is the last few words of Rashi, שבואי נקבל לפסח. לפיקו. בואי נק בנפיכה שלא יסיתנו ברגלוי. Now this נפיכה he has to do it, benachas, right? To make sure that what? That only the etzem kasoiro bleibt hier, the etzem kasoiro bleibt hier. Says the Gemara, that's according to Rav Yudah Mar Shmuel. What is the ptika? Beis apras shenidash toil lo yisa pesach. Why? Because lo yamidu divrei b'mokoi kores. But lo yichlei trume yamidu divrei b'mokoi yisa. What's the pshat? The ptika is, you don't have to check anything. The ptika is nidash. Nidash beraglei odom. That's what Rashi says in the Bochus of Chofam at base. That means once it was nidash. Nidash means they tread on it. Many people walked on it. So once they walk on it, what happens to the field? It's crushed. Mishadek. There's no chashash of maybe, as we saw just now in Rashi, the chashash is maybe yasitenu. The person that's passing by this field with his foot, he will kick into the etzem kasoira, and then he's moving the etzem kasoira, or he's actually touching the etzem kasoira, then he will be tummy. But the oil say Pesach, boitkin. What means boitkin? We check in the field where it is nidash, where it was tread, where it wasn't tread, and he walks dapke where it was crushed, where it was nidash, where the karka is already tight. And then there's no chashash of hesed of soira. No, that's not the one. It's a different one. No chamol. Two different things. Rav Yudah Mar Shmuel says menapeya. We think a different reason. What is the boitkin? Boitkin is I'm checking where it is nidash, where it was nishadik a karka, and where it was not nishadik a karka. So always the Pesach, we say you check, and where it was crushed, where it was stepped, where it was tread by many people, you could walk. Why? Because lo yemidu divrei b'mokei kores. That means legabi Pesach. Chacham said you could do it. Why? Because the person who does not do a korban Pesach is chayev kores. Right? There's two mitzvahs asayu chayev kores, Pesach v'mile. So we don't check, but for oichlei truma. Why? Because yemidu divrei b'mokei misa. Misa means misa b'dei shomayim. Chacham said they were not metayel. And even though that it's misa b'dei shomayim to eat truma b'tumeh, afilu we say that what? It's going to be the same thing. Now Rashi says over here that the reason is, let's see Rashi, ve'ei boit k'no yichlei truma, ein soich abdik azuk lekeyon de ein zman kavua le'achile, yamtin shiva yomi ve'yad l'shlishi l'shvi ve'id bo ilav gabi pesach oil ve'isapras d'rabonon le'emidu divrei b'mokei kores. What's the pshat? Rashi says that the reason why emidu divrei oichlei truma and not oichlei pesach. So Rashi says a very interesting thing, because it's not a zman kavua. Not man kavua le'achile. Leil Pesach, Leil, right? Tesvov Nisan. You daled in the afternoon, you have to do the Krovas HaKorban Pesach, and you daled at night, or oil Tesvov, you have to eat the Korban Pesach. There's man kavua. Aber Trume, there's no zman kavua. Okay, wait 7 days. We call you a tomemes. You wait 7 days. Do the Azoy Shlishi ve'Shvi Toifu, and that's it. Pesach, because based on process of the Rabbanon, lo yavidu b'mokei kores. So what's mashma? So kores, what's mentioned over here, it's not the kores but eating betumah. The pshat kores of someone who prevents himself of doing the korban Pesach. Or legabe tumah, what we say, yavidu b'mokei misa b'dei shomayim. So Rashi, what Rashi explains, as we said, kegoin, right? She'ein et kegoin tomeh oichet truma. Look at Rashi, the Mamas, Shenidash, Berega Baruch, the Kosek Boy, the Nidash, Eloi Nidash, the Mokum Sheyesh Bechiv, we say, Kegoin, Tome Yoichel Trume. That's Rashi. Kumto is the Fi Rashi, Chorus and Misa, what we mentioned in the Gemara, is two different things. Right? Chorus is on preventing or not doing the Korban Pesach, and Misa is on what? Tommy was eating Trume. It's a little bit different. Interesting, okay. Says the Gemara weiter. Iboilu. Let's see the Gemara. Iboilu. When the Gemara Shaila. Bodak lepischoi. Ma'u sheyoicha betaros. A person was crossing a Beis Apras on Yudaled Nissan in the morning. He's on the way to be Makim Korban Pesach, and he met the Beis Apras. He has to cross the Beis Apras. Okay, he's allowed to. Now, once he checked, he done the bdika, wherever the bdika is, menapeach or nidash, wherever the bdika is, he done the bdika. Now, I'll smack this bdika that was done for the Pesach. Can he eat us a truma or not? And he goes, you know, him. You say that, yes, because he's allowed to eat the Korban Pesach. What's coach him? What's coach him? I'm sure he's going to allow to eat the truma. Oh, migui, oh. So let's see. Says the Gemara, Ule Omar, Bodak lepischoi. Mutor le'echoi betrumosoi. Yes, he's allowed. Rabbi Baru le'omar, bodak lepischoi, osur le'echoi betrumosoi. Omar le Ahu Sabe. Ahu Sabe, Tosha says always Ahu Sabe is in the Yonovi, yet Tosha Chulin. Omar Ahu Sabe tells Rabbi Baru le'zokter emasli. Lo tif lo yigalei de'ule. That nan kavosei. He tells Rabbi Baru who says that you're osur le'echoi betrumosoi. He tells them, don't disagree on him, because in the Furish Mishnah, he tells Rabbi Barule, don't disagree on Ule, because there's a Mishnah Mefureshes, a Siyua to Ule. Where is the Siyua? What's the Mishnah? Let's get inside. We learned that now Mishnah, Him O Mari Frashti Letoicho Revis, Koidesh Nemo. I mean, it's like, if the Amoretz, what is not named on la Tume, but is named on la Kochim. If he says the Samoretz on the Chovish and Truma, he says, yes, I poured in over here a Revish of Kodesh into the Chovish and Truma. He's Ne'emon also on the Truma. Right? Ne'emon doesn't mean the Ne'emon only on the Revish. Ne'emon of the ganze Chovish. So you see over there what? Alme, zog the Gemara Alme, Mideheiman HaKodesh, Ne'emon Name HaTruma. That's the Mefurish Raya. Why?
His name on. So his name on others we really believe in for people have it. So the Rabbanon will murder together.
Yeah, it's a migui. Migui, the name of the name. Look at Rashi. Let's see Rashi. Do ask a migui. Migui the name on HaKodesh, name on HaTruma. Why? So Rashi says very interesting. שגנאיו למזבח שתהי תרומה מחוברת לו בחזקת תרומה והקודש יקרב למזבח. Right? It's not nice with the Mizbeach that what? That the Trume that's connected to it is the Kodesh, oh no, that's the Kirimachi. That means, oh, that is name on it. Now let's interpret this to the Din of Beis Apras. So it looks like from Rashi that the same thing like Gabe Beis Apras. And this reason it helps the Bdika to eat Trume. Why? Because if not, it's a gnai for the Korban Pesach. The Trume is also, and the Pesach is mutter. If we take the same story, Rashi doesn't tell us about Pesach, but it's the same thing. The Gemara wants to bring a raya, we want to the other. Says the Gemara, Ochanami mideimen ha-Pesach, meimen nami ha-Teruma. That's a maskana of the Gemara. I don't know why you're not happy with it, Eli.
Rashi helps.
Well, it's at the Gnai.
I haven't changed our status on that one. Our status on how we must be not is there.
Yeah. Okay.
You go with the Gemara's lossen with the Hemen at Pesach, with the Hemen at Truma, lossen with the Hemen is a stick left after the not name honest.
Yes, that's what Rashi comes to speak out. Rashi, if you see in Rashi, that's what he spoke out. Rashi says, "Migui de meimona, the shignayu lemizbeya." It's not nothing to do with the monas. That's what we wanted to do with that in Rashi. Also, the guy with the Beis Apras. So nice. You say this person, he's eating Pesach, but Truma nicht. I mean, it's good as possible Truma. Oh yeah, Pesach he can eat. It's a knife for the Korban Pesach. We take the same Rashi.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, but completely. I'm simply saying the word with the Hemana Pesach is not. There's not an aspect of Nemonis over here. I'm just saying the loss of the Gemara is a stick of lav dafka.
Yep. Yeah. We'll end in the Mishnah. Going on the words of the Mishnah, Kade Yain v'Kade Shemen. So, v'chulei, what's the v'chulei? Let's just remind ourselves what the Mishnah told us. Oh, so we learned Kade Yain v'Kade Shemen. Amedu Ma'ois. Ne'emonin aleim, b'sha'al sagitois ve'abadim. And then we saw Rashi tells us in the Mishnah already, because al kedai toch, right, that it's talking about medumois. Meduma always means mixed. And mixed in tevel, and chulin is mixed, right? So we can see over here, what is the pshat? That's the havamina, we can see the maskana. Let's see the Gemara. Tane. We'll let the price. Ein ne'emonin, amorit is not ne'emon, lo yala kankanim. That means the kankani means the kankan itself, the jug itself, the bottle itself, that is not ne'emon. Velo yala trume. That means, no the trume when, shaloi b'shasa kitas v'abad. It means not ne'emon. Now the Gemara explains, kankani the mai. Which kankan are we talking about? Which kankan are we talking about in the price? Kankanim the kodesh. If he's talking about over here, these bottles, or the jugs, or the barrels, or whatever it is, these vessels, these utensils, what you bought inside the kodesh, and these ne'emon ala kodesh, for sure they're going to be ne'emon. Why? Migu the me'emon ala kodesh, me'emon name ha kankanim. Because migu that is ne'emon the moritz on the kodesh that's inside the kankanim, for sure that he's going to be believed also on the kankanim itself. And over here, Rashi also says, Rashi in the end of the sugya, we can see, Rashi in the end of the sugya says, also, it's a gnai for the kankanim. If you look at the Rashi, mamish before the Mishnah, the last Rashi retires, Steve the Sofish, at the end of that Rashi says, gnai le kodesh, shira kankanim shiru mehen v'ches kastuma v'ukoret. Rashi goes in the same guy. I mean, it's a gnai le kodesh, I can call it shiru mehen mehen v'ches kastuma v'akodesh koret. So it's, again, the same idea what we said before. So, yeah. Yeah, wait. We didn't yet go there, yeah, right. That's the word of the Mishnah, but yeah, we start with the Brayta first. We can see how we bring it to right our Mishnah. So, either kankanim the kodesh, migu the meimon kodesh, that means it's inside the kankanim. Meimon na kankanim. Elo, talk about kankanim the tume. And, so the Gemara also, shite. For sure, they're not going to be ne'emon. Why? After Truma lo meimon, kankani meimon, they're not believed on the Truma that's inside the kankani. Why you should believe on the kankani? That means that's why. Because even with Shasakito is believe that they are ne'emon on the Truma, or but they're not ne'emon on the kankani. And it's not like Kodesh that we say, oh, Migu, that's ne'emon on the Kodesh, he's ne'emon also on the kankani. Why not? Why not? Because when we're talking about Migu should ne'emon on the Kodesh, so he's ne'emon also on the kankanim, because over there we can say that, as we said, the Ganayu or all these things. But Truma, Masechet and Truma is that's it. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing in Truma. Kankanim is kodesh. Kankanim is Truma. So Truma is not believed. So Kankanim is also not going to believe. Kankanim me'eman. So it's not going to be me'eman. Says the Gemara. Elo, says the Gemara, what's talking about over here? Kankanim Truma pshita dash Elo bereikonim de kodesh. Ushaya moisashon. V'melei de Truma ushasakitois. What's the pshat? Moses says two different cases. It's talking about the way kankanim that they're empty and kodesh. That means after you pour out from them the kodesh. After it was full of kodesh, these kankanim. These bottles were full of kodesh, full of oil or wine from the Sochim or Shem Lemenachos. That was kodesh. And we're talking about over here, that means the whole year round is not ne'emon on keeping betare the kankanim once it's emptied. Yeah, we're talking about over here was kankanim that was there in the past. It was there in the past. Kodesh. So when the kodesh is inside this belief on the shmira, he's never on shmira. But once he emptied it out, that it is not going to believe anymore. It's emptied out. And the same thing also we say Bebek Beleim, Truma B'Shasakito. The same thing is not Ne'emon on the Kankanim itself. Even when they are filled with Truma and B'Shasakitos. Why? Because on the Truma itself is going to be Ne'emon on the Kohen, and the Kohen is going to pour out the Truma into his own Kalim. But on the Kankanim itself, he's not going to be believed. Now, the more point of Ne'emon, what we said, that the Truma, Afilu B'Shasakitos is not Ne'emon on the Kankanim, right? And what the Kohen, how is the Kohen going to use it? Yes, we tell him, pour out the Kankanim into your own vessel, and then that's the way to do it. Says the Gemara, find the Gemara of them. Tanaan, we learned the now Mishneh, Kadei Yain, Kadei Shemen, Hamedu Mois. Right, so what we learned in the morning, Aleim, Shasakitos, Abadim, and before the Gitos, we believe in 70 days, Shivim Yoim. Now, what's the pshat Medu Mois? Maila. When we learned the now Mishneh, Medu Mois, what's the pshat? Medu Mois, the Trume. That means it got mixed up in this. Trume, and we learned that Ne'eman in Amei Oretz, even though, right, the Tara of these kadim, these utensils, why? Because there is in it Trume, B'Shas Abadim, that's an Amei Oretz, there's Ne'eman on it. So what do we learn from our Mishneh? That also in Trume, B'Shas Akidosh Abadim, what do we say? That B'Toyer, that is Ne'eman. Ala Trume is Ne'eman also on the kadim. And this is not like the din what we said. And our Mishneh is mashma, not like the din that we said. Omre de Beirabchie, Medumo is the Truma. It doesn't mean Medumo is the Truma. It's mixed with Truma. Medumo is the Kodesh. That means there was mixed of a Kodesh in it. And because he's Ne'emon on the Kodesh, we made his Ne'emon also on the vessels. He's also Ne'emon on the Kadim. He's also Ne'emon on the Kankanim. He's also Ne'emon on the bottles. Frag the Gemara, mi ike dimua la Kodesh? Do we find the Lashon dimua in Kodesh? We don't find only in Truma. Truma that got mixed in Chulin, then we find the Lashon of Dimua. Then we find the Lashon of Dimua. So, if you look at the Rashi brings over here, Umi ke Dimua la Kodesh. So this is not really Rashi. This is a Toisves. It's a Toisves. Tevel shaloi netaken meduma betrume. Al Kodesh lo huskaknu b'foish. Toicho. So in the Toises, in Rashi, there is Beshem Toises, right? Umi ike dimua la kodesh. Tevel shaloi nitaken meduma betrume. Aval kodesh lo yuzkak b'farish b'toicho sheyatevel meduma b'toicho. What's the pshat over here? Dimua lefi this Rashi lefi this Toises. The pshat is tevel. Because in every tevel we have mixed in a truma. Right? In every tevel, what tevel? The famous one, the young tevel. The tevel is truma and chuli mu'urom is bezeh. It's a mix. Tevel, every tevel we have truma, and therefore we explain the lashon of dimua, yeah, also on kodesh that's mixed in it, because there's no chiyuv to be mafresh from the kodesh to say like you have to be mafresh the truma from the tevel. And that's why it's not shayach. The lashon dimua and kodesh mashaykeh and truma. Shayach the lashon dimua. Okay, anyway. Finding out Mika dimua and kodesh, Amre de Beir Abiloe. Our mission is talking about Bemetayr Steve Loi, Lito Yimenu Nesochin. That means that's right. Our mission is talking about this person, Metayr is Steve Loi. That means he was not mafresh from a truma, but he had in mind to take from it Nesochin. When he's going to need Nesochin, he's going to take from this wine for the sochim. Now, he put it into kadim, he put it into bottles. And because in these bottles there is the sochim that are about to be kodesh, he didn't yet do it kodesh, it's about to be kodesh, right? He had in mind, whenever I'm going to need kochim, wine for the sochim, I'm going to take from these bottles. So he puts them into bottles, he put them into kadim, and in his mind, he has in his mind that whenever I will need kodesh, whenever I will need the Nesachim, I will take it from this. So it's about to be Kodesh in Trume and Chulin. So because he's Ne'emon ala Kodesh, he's Ne'emon af ala Trume and also on the Kankanim. Now what we said over here, that's the Avona of Toises, the way Toises brings down Rashi and explains over here in Divrei Rashi. Yeah, that's Pirish Rashi, the Ike Kodesh, that's the thing. Okay. So why we have to say Kodesh? Okay, we say that. Let's see weiter. Sag die Gemara weiter, we learned in the Mishnah. Koidem legitois, and also is believed not only, as we just said now, the Kadim, also koidem legitois shivim yoim. Omar Abaye, Shma Mino, from our Mishnah, that we believe him, legabi these bottles, legabi these Kadim, we believe him 70 days before the Gitois, and the reason is because Derech Oilam is the order, the Kalim, to be Metayah, the Kalim, you don't do it the last minute. When you do it, 70 days before the Gitois, that's the Derech Oilam to do it. Says the Abaye, Dini, Iluya Arise, Lemidre Agulpe, Shividyoim Mikabei Matzarte. That means, in different words, Dine, the Aile Arise, the Oris, what's Oris? Oris is a person has someone who works for him. Works for him now, but he works and he gets his payment from the project itself. And the ninth perk and perk ha-me-kabel, that over there we see all of the dinim of Oris. Oris, he works in the field and he gets part of the produce. The fee what the produce, the mechtel revia, the shlish, wherever it is. So the Oris has to, the Oris that's working over there in the wine, in the gas, the wine press, or he's working in the olive press, in the Beis Abad. So he has to start to work when? 70 days before the Shas Agidos Ve'abadim, he has to start to work and to get the Kadim and to get the bottles to when he start to prepare. We learned that from our Mishnah. Because I think it in, but we learned from our Mishnah. Okay. Says the Gemara. Zog the Mishnah. Zog the Mishnah. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the shtickle background on our Mishnah. As the Meiri makes this background, you see about the Meiri, but let's start just the idea. We learned Choymer betrume mi bekoidesh. That's what we're learning, right? Choymer betrume mi bekoidesh. We have another Choymer betrume mo de koidesh. Another Choymer betrume mi koidesh. But there's not koidesh is more Choymer than trume, right? For sure, but we just see now legabe ne'emonos. The whole Kol Hashana Kula, the Kodesh is Ne'eman, the Batim is not Ne'eman, the Shema, the Truma is not Ne'eman. Another thing, you don't do what's called Kivshoinosh for Kli Cheres in Yerushalayim. That means Kivshoinosh for Kli Cheres is a Kli Cheres, or how you call it, or you call it clay. You don't do over there Klei Cheres in Yerushalayim. Why? Because a Klei Cheres, how you form a Klei Cheres, you have a kivshon. Kivshon is like a round, it's very, very hot inside. And the clay, if you want to dry it out to be a proper clay, you have to put it into the kivshon. Now, why don't you do the kivshonos in Yerushalayim? Mipenei Oshan. Smoke. We don't want smoke in. So, Bnei Yerushalayim, what's doing in Bnei Yerushalayim? What's doing in Bnei Yerushalayim? The Bnei Yerushalayim, they need to bring Klei Cheres. What they need, they have to bring it Michutz Yerushalayim. If they need Klei Cheres, they have to bring it Michutz Yerushalayim, because in Yerushalayim, no Klei Cheres. Now, Chachomim done a Gzeira, as we know already, Tume an Amoretz. Now, this Gzeira, what Chachomim done, Tume an Amoretz, Ein Roi Batzibur Yochel Lamot. It's very, very difficult. However clear why, because who sells the kelim? Amaratzim. And preventing from using klei cheres, it's a so what do we do? So Chachamim will make a little bit. Chachamim said we believe the kadorim. The kadorim is the people that sell klei cheres. Yeah, we believe the kadorim ameoretz that live around Yerushalayim. We believe the montaras klei cheres, but which klei cheres? Only dakim. What's dakim? So Rashi explained dakim means, for example, cups, bowls, like, small, not heavy. Now, when we believe them only legabi kodesh, and we don't believe them legabi trumen. Now, how far we believe the kadorim around Yerushalayim? That's the shaila. Okay, so that's the background of our Mishnah. It's very important to know this background. So Chachamim made the Gzeirah, that's what that Chachomim made example. That's what? Exactly. You don't believe Amoretz. Now, most of the Kadorim means the people who sell the people who they basically the other. Now in Yerushalayim you don't do it. So they said Svivo Yerushalayim, around Yerushalayim you believe them. What? Only for Kelim Dakim. That's what they said. Right, as the Meiri says that our Mishnah explains the second mile what the Tume as over Kodesh. The Pshat, because Chachomim is that's the Meiri basically. Chachomim will make like Klicheres Adakim, Kdeiros, Koisos, all of these Tzloichios to buy them from Amoretz. Why? Because Efshar Beli Klicheres. It's basically Ein Atzibur Yochel Lamoid Bo. And you can't without Klicheres, the kokotim, the bacon, it, menoches, anything you need over there, and you need to break it right in the day because of a noise on, right? It says the chol, kli, cheres, asher, yevush al boy, yishovel. Now the kadorim, they were not chaverim. In Yerushalayim, they didn't do kivshoinos. So mainly we said that as long as the kador amoret is min amoidim ulifnim, and this we can see now in the Mishnah, what is the, okay. Talk the Mishnah. So Zog the Mishnah, to where we believe the Kadorim. We said around Tzivos Yerushalayim we believe the Kadorim. To where? How far? Mina mohidim velifnim ne'emonin al kli cheres. Oberon mina mohidim velachutz ein ne'emonin. So what's the mohidim? Mohidim is Shem Krach. I'm really glad from Rashi, yeah? Shem Krach. מוידים שם קרק, רוחק מירושלים תסבוב מיל, כדאמר במסכת פסוחים, ממנו לפנים לצד ירושלים נאמוני כדורינה מאורץ ייקח מי כלי חרס הדקים, כגוי כדי רויס קויסס וקיטוינים שיש שם ולא יהיה בירושלים, אינו יסיקים שוינת לבני אושון, לא ילסיד ולא ילגדי רויס, ולפי כך האמינו שלא יליגזר עליהם, שאיגוי זגזיר על הציבור שאינו והציבור יוכל לעם. So, מן המוידים, 15 mil next to Yerushalayim and towards Yerushalayim, we believe the Kadorim Amoretz and they believe on the Klei Cheres to say that they're Toirim. Oberom Mina Moedim V'Lachutz, they're not believed, and the Moedim itself, what's the din of the Moedim itself? So we can see a Bryce in the Gemara. What about the Moedim itself? Yeah. And the same thing also anywhere else, yeah? Like the 15 mil, like Moedin, also the other directions. Yeah, so to heaven. It says Mismor. Okay. Keitzad. Dog the Mishnah. Keitzad. Hakado shel moicher agderos. And he comes from Mina Moedim ulachutz. Yeah, he comes from beyond Moedim. Nichnas lifnim Mina Moedim. So he's Ne'emon. When is Ne'emon? This person that comes from outside the Moedim into the Moedim. When is going to be Ne'emon? He has to have 3 conditions. The following 3 conditions he has to have to be believed. What is the 3 conditions? Hu HaKadol, he himself is the Kadol that the Gdeiros, what you're buying, he himself, he done it. He himself is selling it. He's not an agent that he bought it from someone and he's selling it now by the person. The Eina Gdeiros, that means they the Gdeiros itself that he bought B'chutz HaMoedim. And that means he's not going to be an Erman on different Gdeiros. That's what? Even if someone from the Moedim sold them the Gdeiros, he's not going to be believed. And Ve'ein Aleichim Ne'eman. That is going to be Ne'eman. The Yotzo, if he went out from the Moedim, Eino Ne'eman. Now, Hein, what's Hein? The Chaverim. They saw him bringing over there the Gdeiros, and they know that he's the Balak Gdeiros themselves, and they are buying. But then there's going to be Ne'eman legabeim. That means, but other loichim, they can't rely on it that actually he is the Balak Gdeiros. Only they, when they saw it, that's the 3 conditions. So 3 conditions is Nochem Olazoi. He himself is the Kado, the Gdeiros, the Kankanim. He didn't give it to sell by someone else that lives in Moedim. He himself came outside of Moedim, and he himself now he's selling his own stuff. And also, like this, that's the first condition. Second condition is he himself bought this for outside the Moedim. And not that he bought the, that means the first night is that not a person from Moedim is selling something that came out of Moedim. The person out of Moedim is bringing something out of Moedim. Second night, they always mean that not someone from out of Moedim is selling something from the Moedim. No, also the person himself is just to bring also things out to the Moedim. And they themselves, the Chaverim, they saw that he bought it, that they know that he's a Balak Davis and not other Chaverim that they don't know that he's a Balak Davis. Then he's going to be an Emon. Yotzo, once he went out, this Kado out of Moedim, he's not going to be an Emon anymore.
Is of where the sales take place more than where the person came from.
Yeah. The Miri has a little bit of a similar what you say, yes. Okay. Says the Gemara. Lama said the Gemara. Says the Gemara, Tane, we learned in the price. Moedim, what about Moedim itself? Pe'omim kilifnim, sometimes it's kilifnim, and you're Ne'eman. Pe'omim kilachutz, and you're not Ne'eman. Keitzad. Kado yoytze, if the Kado goes out from inside and Mina Moedim, yeah, and then he goes into the city of Moedim, but he wants to go out there to his own land. He doesn't want to come back over here. So, the Chover nichnas kelifnim. And the Chover could buy from this Kado. Why? Because the Kado is not coming back into the Lifnim and Amoidim. And he's going to buy, the Chover is going to buy it from here. And therefore, the Koine is in Moedim itself. Because if he's not going to buy now, when is he going to buy exactly? He's leaving. Yeah? So let's say we are Moedim, and now he is going back ahead of Moedim. The Kado now is going not towards Yerushalayim, he's going towards out of Moedim. So then it's going to be the Kado Yoitze. He's going from the Moedim, then he's going out of Moedim. He's going out up to the north. Or Chover would come Kenegdoi from outside of the Moedim. Now he's coming into the Moedim, yeah, so they meet. He's going out towards the north, and he's coming in. But then Kilifnim and the Chover could buy from him. Shneim Nichlasim. The Chover and the Kado coming outside of the Moedim, and they're going into it. And both of them are on the way to Yerushalayim. So the Chover could wait till they go in beyond the city of Moedim and then to buy it. Oy, the Gemara da Pavova Medalev. Oy, Shneim Yoitzin. Both of them are leaving outside from the Ir and they're going into it, and they see each other before they won Moedim. So the Chover could buy from right Lifnim Minayir, just what he didn't buy from him. Kelachutz. And then the Kado is not Ne'eman. He's not going to be Ne'eman. But why? So if you look at Rashi, Rashi says, "V'chein shneim yotzim oil ve'nimtzo lifnim ve'shom lo yilokach lo yikach oil." Kolshkin Kado nichnas v'chover yoytze oil ve'soif v'Kado leikones lifnim yachzar chover atzor yichlikach ve'yikach. Rashi says over here, Kado nichnas v'chover yoytze kolshkin. Why? Kolshkin is that what from both of them yotzim that he's not Ne'eman. Why? Because at the end, eventually the Kado is going to go in. So the Chover is going to take from him over there whatever he needs. Okay, the Torah Midak is stopping in this Rota ganze Sofa.
Why Shneim?
Because he could have time. He could wait.
Inside.
Yeah, exactly. Could wait.
Are they in the city now, or they?
Not yet. They're in the city, but they're going both of them towards Yerushalayim. They're going to be both of them lifnim. Yeah. Omar Abai.
When is it? Coming to the thing coming to us. When is it coming to the thing?
When the Kado Yoitze. Kado Yoitze Chover Nichnas. This is the first case. Omar Abai. Afanan Namitanine, we learned in our Mishnah, like exactly like the Chiluk what we just learned now in the Bryce. Why? Because we could ask in the Mishnah, Shaila B'nei Yubei. Why? We learned in our Mishnah, Akado Shemochar Asagdeiros, Venichnas Lifnim Min HaMoidin, he's never. Right? That's what we learned in the Mishnah. What's the mashma from this? Zog the Gemara is mashma from this. That time, the reason that he's Ne'eman is why the Nichnas Lifnim HaMoidin. Oh, but if it's Moidin Gufo, Loi Ne'eman. Right? That's his mashma. Right? Mina Moidin. Okay, let's look at the Sefer of the Mishnah. In the Sefer, Yotzo Eino Ne'eman. If he goes out from the Moedim, he's not going to be believed. What's mashma? Oberho Moedim Gufo. So he will be Ne'eman. Ne'eman. The Reish and the Sefer. לכאורה it's the stira, the reisha and the seifa. Elolav shmamino kan bekador ayoyitze v'chover nichnas. That means the seifa is talking about the kador is going out, the chover is coming in, and therefore, if they want moedim itself, they will be ne'emon, like in the Braise. The kan and the reisha of the Mishnah, shneim yoyitzin and shneim nichnasin, and therefore, he's not going to be ne'emon only lifnim mina moedim. Tane, we learned in the Braise. In the morning, b'chlei cheres adakin. The Amoret is ne'emonin. They're not ne'emon the kelim from the moedim lifnim. Only b'chlei cheres adakin. For example, as we saw in Rashi in the Mishnah, k'deiro is koisos kitoinio is because you can't without this kelim. It's exeris she'enat simu yochol lamod bo. But what if you have kelim agasim? What's kelim agasim? For example, chovis. Right? They're not going to be believed. Why? Only when they bring it mamish to Yerushalayim itself, as we can see in the Mishnah later on. Or also lakoidesh, and they're not believed only lakoidesh. Lakoidesh they will be believed, as we can see. Why? Because in Trume there's no shas achilo iveres. Masha'enken legabe Trume ekoitim yava shas achilo iveres. Right? There's a limit of time when you can eat it. Omar shlokish tehu. These klicheres, these small ones. Shenitolin beyodoyachas. Each and one of it, you could eat it with one hand. So then the Amoret is believed. Even it's big that it's not taken in one hand, you still believe. When we said that the Kadorim are believed on the Klei Cheres, when is that? Why not? Says the Gemara. Even if it's full of mashkim of the kadol, yeah, that it's not of kodesh, you still believe. You still believe. What's the pshat for him? What's the pshat for him? So the pshat in this is in the Shloki, he's not going to be believed. And why you have to say afilu apir kususo yolov? So there is over here many perushim to explain over here. If you remember, we learned in the Mishnah beforehand, in what we said that the Amoret is a medrash lePerushin. The Mishnah explains over there that you chesam base that is apir kususa. What's apir kususa? As we said, like a type of a beggar that they wear on the head, like a scarf or something, right? Huh? Yeah. So what's the kesher? So the Turev effect. What's the connection to apir kususa? What does to do? Okay, so let's finish the Mishnah in a minute. Atzmon Shem Tmeim, that means he didn't believe him on the Kalim, only on the he didn't believe him only on the Kalim and not on the Mashkin. Ditma. You're gonna say, well, how could Chacham say that the din of the Kalim is gonna be different than the din of the Mashkin inside? He says, no, we do see it. Sharei, login, molei Mashkin, login Tmeim to Mashiva, and Mashkin Toim. Let me say something. What that means. Chacham say azazah because this is only a derabon. This is only a derabon, and as we find, that's well, the Gemara brings over here. There's a Mishnah in Oholis. Mishnah in Oholis, the Perek Mishnah Dalet, the Mishnah Dr. Zog. Chacham was mechalek between the kelim and what's inside the kelim. We know where the din of mukaf somit posim. We don't know the din, right? The klicheres of Amoret, it's mukaf somit posim, and it was boilames. Or it's soisem the aruba shabais. You remember when we learned the thing in the aruba, yeah? Right? Between the mes babais and between the mes and the aliyah. So it also blocks over there. It's not machim only on oichim or machim. The moichim mash that's inside the kli is not going to become tummy, but the kelim that's inside the kli is still going to be tummy. Yeah, this we all learned this. You remember Daf Chobeis, the Shammai, Chozo Beisil Elohim is Kedivreim. There's been the whole Gemara over there in all this. So we see over there that the login is this jugs, these kadim, these bottles, yeah, is different. Because they were inside the klicheres of Amoret, the Tzmuk of Tzomit Posil, or they were in the Aliyah over there, the klicheres of Amoret is mafsing between the Aliyah and the Bayis that the mess is B'toichoi. What do we say? The login itself is tome because the kli cheres hama'orot is not matzin on the kalim to be tome. Masechet the mashkim inside it will be toil. The same thing goes over here. The mashkim is the name, over the kli will be toil. Go to the Mishnah weiter. The Mishnah brings now another choimer betrume mibakoidish. Let's see it. Hagaboin. What's Hagaboin? Hagaboin is the goyve mas. Yes, Rashi says Yisrael shein gaboin lemelech nochi ligvois miyad Yisrael gulguliois u'mistin v'arnuyos. They're the tax collectors of a goyish king. And again, who's going to go be a tax collector? Chover ha'amoretz. Ha'amoretz. So they're Amiratzim. These gaboim, they're Amiratzim. So Hagaboim shenichnesu letorich habayis. Now they went into the house to take avut. Yes, Rashi says la avoitoi. They went to the house to take over their mashkin. The person didn't pay the tax. They went to take a kalab or something from the house. Now there's a chashash. Maybe they touched us so, as they're looking what to take, touching everywhere. And they're touching everywhere. Touching here, touching there. They're busy. The chashash, maybe they touched everywhere. That means klei cheres, as they say in Rashi, yeah? And there's a chashash, maybe they touched inside. Now, klei cheres, migaboy, no, mikabel tumah. Or mitoicho is mikabel tumah. So maybe they actually put in their hands, because the klei cheres is only mitoicho. So maybe they were metamet. Says the Gemara, this says the Mishnah, Ne'emonin loymar, they are believed, legabi kodesh, yeah, legabi kodesh, they believe to say loy noganu, but for Truma, they're not going to be believed. Huh? Nah, wasn't a man on what? Oh, very good. So Rav Liron, what you are saying is Rabbi Hanan explained. I'm going to say it loud. I don't know if everyone could hear you. I'm just going to say it loud. What Rabbi Hanan explained, it's also like Gabi Ganovin, the Shaila is, if they believe, they say, we didn't touch other kelim. We went to the house at the middle of the night, and we stole from you a kli. So we have a chashash, the kli, this kli, they didn't get back. Maybe when they were looking what to steal, right, these thieves, they maybe touched everything else. But only the ganze Sache, but only the ganze Holz. Right? They touch this and that. They're also walking around and looking for things to steal. Aminu Hanana, very good. Ubi Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim itself, Ne'emonin ala kodesh, that means the Kadorim, they believe in the Kodesh, and the Ta'aras Klicheres, even the Gasin and the culture came Dakin for Kodesh. You see in the Gemara, U'Shasa Regel, Afalat Trumas. Everyone's believed Afalat Trumas, as we can see in the Gemara. Why? Yeah. Okay, says the Gemara. We learned in the Mishnah that the Gaboim that go into the, right, the Gaboim that go into the house, that they believe it to say, Lo Noganu. For the Gemara, Mishnah Taras. Hagaboim shenichnusu l'torich habayis. Habayis kulo yitome. Every kli in the house is tome. Why? Because the chazaka that the Gaboim are actually, they are touching all the kelim. And it says over there that what the bayis is tome. So to steer, because in our Mishnah we learn that what they are ne'emot to say lo noganu. And for the Gemara yikashya. Or the ikenochi badayu, or the lekenochi badayu. The Mishnah Taras, when we learn that bayis kulo yitome, spoken about that there's a guy together with them. Because they are scared of the guy. They want to show the guy they're doing a good job. Or our Mishnah will say that the name of the say Lo Noganu is talking about the lek and nochi be'adayu. There's no nochi together. That's not. And the Gemara explains. And if there's a guy with the gaboim, so they could say that, oh, we didn't go in Bechlal into the house. They don't have the ne'emonos to say, yeah, we came in, but we didn't touch. That we don't believe them. But then when we came, and also we explained, so what if there's a nochi together with them? Says the Gemara, two opinions. Maybe the nochi is going to punish them, that they're not doing a good job, and he's going to punish them. Because maybe the guy itself is not going to do anything, but he's going to go and snitch to the Malchus, to the king, that they are not doing the job properly. And you see that what? They go in and they see a clear and they take it out. And no, they should look properly. Maybe there's nicer kelim, but they're going to snitch. And then my benai, what's the difference? Rabbi Yochanan and Rabbi Lazar? Says the Gemara, that what? They're not scared of him. If they're not choshu, they're not scared of him. So malshinus, yeah, there's no. But he themselves could punish them, but he's not choshu, so they're not fakert. Only malshinus they're scared of him. He could go snitch, but he cannot punish them because he's not choshu enough to punish them. We learned in the Mishnah. V'chein haganovim shechziru es hakelim. So the Nehemon to say we didn't touch. By the Gemara Aminu, the same Mishnah and Tyrus. By the Gemara, we learned the Mishnah and Tyrus. Haganovim shenichas v'lotrich habayis. Eino itome, the house is not tome. Elo mokoi drisas ragla ganovim. Whenever the ganovim, drisas mokoi ganovim, you could see they walked till here. You could see they came in with mud. They didn't take off the shoes when they went in. Right? I had a friend of Engel that had thieves in his house. The most thing that bothered them that they mamash. The carpet was full of mud. That would bother them more than anything. Because then they would come in, and everything is muddy, everything is thing, right? They didn't take off the shoes, and they didn't clean it on the mat next to the door. They just so you can see where they walked around the stomach, and for sure that the Kalim itself, what they steal, yeah, the thieves. And when they give it back, for sure it's going to be Tomei, yeah, no question about this. So, Lichoyer, we see over there that what? Not like our Mishnah. Omar Pinchos Mishmei the Rabbe. Our Mishnah is talking about Ksheosu Tshuva. These Ganovim, they don't Tshuva. And that's why they give it back. Standing decide to give it back. No, they don't Tshuva, they gave it back. They don't Tshuva, they gave it back. But they don't Tshuva, they don't lie. So we believe them also that they didn't touch a mitoich, they touched it only mikabel, and made it's not mikabel tume. They can now. And our Mishnah is talking about that they don't tshuva. Dani shechziru es hakelim. What is shechziru es hakelim? What is shechziru es hakelim? Shmami no. Actually, shechziru es hakelim is talking about that they also believe. We learned in the Mishnah Yerushalayim ne'emonin al hakodesh. Tane. We learned in the Brayis ne'emonin al klei cheres gasin lekodesh. That means even a chovis, right? Even big, large vessels. They are believed not only in small utensils. Why they believe, the Chachamim believed on the Kelim Adakim, even the Chutz Yerushalayim, and Yerushalayim they believe that Filu Al Agasim. Says the Gemara Shein, oh, you think you've shown in Yerushalayim. And, but as we said before, we learned in the Mishnah, Mishas Regel, Afal Truma, they believed also on Truma. Says the Gemara, Minon Emilek, where do we know that what the Mishas Regel, you believe them? Afal Truma, says the Gemara, Omar Abishua Belevi, the Omar Kra, we learn over there is at the end of Sefer Shoftim, there is a Maisa, what's called the Maisa of Pilegesh Begiva. I'm sure everyone knows this Maisa. The state over there, and Maisa of Pilegesh Begiva, Yosef Kolish Yisrael Elahir, Keish Echot Chaverim. Ason, Akos of Ason, Kulam, Chaverim. That means, Be'asife, Vayosef, Bishas Asife, and the regular Shas Asife, everyone has a deen of Chover. And the Rambam says in Ilchos Metame Mishkan Moisha Perek Yudalev, Adam Amorut Shalochem. The Rambam says Mipnei She'akoil Metarin Es Atzmon Bo Regel. Right, there's a mitzvah, right? Because it's all again, it's only a smart. Yeah, the pasuk is only a smart. And if not, the reason that Akum Metarin Bo Regel, for sure, they wouldn't. Chacham wouldn't say, okay, we don't have the gzeir what we've done in Ha'aretz. And they wouldn't say that what that's asmach to be retired. Okay. Rashi, if you remember Rashi in Beit Tzedaf Yudalev, Rashi says a different reason why we believe the Ha'aretz for everything. Shas HaRegel, afilu v'truma, kedei shelo yileva isha. Look Rashi. Okay. Noch HaMishnah. Let's see Noch HaMishnah. HaPoiseach is Chavito. Very interesting thing. Talk about the Chover. We talk about the Chover. Who opens up his chavito? Chavis means a barrel of wine. To sell in Yerushalayim, B'shas HaRegel, Kum Yom Tov, people need wine. In Simcha Lo Basar V'Yayin, he needs a cup of wine. And this chaver opens up the barrel and to sell wine. And the same thing, that means he opens up because slices the kiko of bread, to sell it. Anyone who comes to buy, he looks, okay, show me the wine, I want to smell it, I want to touch it, I want to feel it, I want to see how the thickness of it, I want to see the bread, I want to see how, okay. Now, everyone comes, including Amiratzim, right? Okay. So al gava regel, I mean, what is al gava regel? For the mile of the regel, because the regel, ba'avu regel, yeah, because as we just said, all of them are chaverim. You have to finish to sell it. That means he can sell anything what was left, even the chaverim, for every person, also after the regel. That means what he does there. You remember this? The Rashi and Beitza, we learned this too. Now, everyone could say. After the regel, even though in the regel, we said all of them are chaverim, everyone is toil, but we're not metare. Said the regel, everyone's chaverim, but after the regel, we're back. Magoi tome and lemafreya. Lemafreya, the maga is going to be tome of the samoras. So that means that's let's say you had over there a shop, a wine shop, barrel of wine. Next to in your shop comes Yom Tov, you open up the barrels. The Amiratzim come, everyone comes of the Amiratzim, not the Amiratzim, everyone comes. And when the Amiratzim come, B'shas Regel, the Amiratzim come, and they even on the real, says the Mishnah, when the Amiratzim are going to be believed, Dafke when the Amiratzim are going to be believed, B'shas Regel. Now, what if I'm left with, I just opened up the last day of Pesach, I opened up a new barrel of wine. A barrel of wine that says 100 liters, 150 liters. I could sell like 3-4 barrels of wine because, Purim, Pesach, Sakusa. But now I'm stuck now, the last day I opened up the last day, someone bought another 10 liters. I'm left with 140 liters of wine. What I'm going to do with it? It's going to take me now to Shavuos to sell it. If you tell me it's Tommy, or you tell me it's Tom, now it's already after the Regel. Now it's already after Pesach. I opened it up in Pesach, but now it's after Pesach. What should I do with it? That's the machlokes. Rabbi Yehuda said, you open up B'shas Regel, you can continue to sell it, b'ta'are. The Amiratzi told it, B'shas Regel, he was told. Chacham say, B'shas Regel, he was told, but only Regel, he was told. The second that the Regel went out, now he's Amoret, and he was Metame, and it's become Tomel Lemafreya. Zog the Gemara. Yosef Ramame Rabbi Tognafre, Akeile de Rabbi Tognafre. Rabbi Tognafre is sitting on the Pesach Habayis of Rabbi Tognafre. Pasach had Roma. One of them said, I have a soft. Lefi Chachomim, who say that no, became Tomel Lo Yigmor Lachar Regel. Yeah. Now, what about, okay, you know what? I have a barrel of wine. A lot of wine just to get rid of. You know what? Forget it. Closing it up, keeping it now for Shavuos. Keeping it now for Sukkot. And then I can open it up. Can you keep it for the next regel or not? Now, we had the same thing in Chavdala. There was based earlier, if you remember, that these name of B'shas Hakitos V'Abadim, right? We said of them, he's going to put it down for the Amoretz. He's Nehemon, yeah? So over here, it's the same thing or not. So, Ein Toriev, and he has Arichas to explain if it is the same or it's not the same. Oh, but let's see the way they go. Omar Eidoch, Yad HaKoil, that means Yad HaKoil, that means what means Yad HaKoil? Osameratzi, Masechet bo, Be'at Amos, and Chenu L'Regel Acher, how did you put it down? Omar Otu, Ado Yinelav Yakol. When they were matir to sell it in Yom Tov, it was not Akel in Masechet, but it was also an Afal became a matir. So the same thing we should be matir, also Regel Acher. Omar Lei, okay, asked it, what's a Demian Bechlal? That means in the Regel, when we are matir to sell it, what's the reason that we are matir? Because Tumas Hamoretz Beregel, Rachamon Etar, that's it, we're Metaret. What is
Rachamon? Sorry, what's Rachamon? Rachamon is the Torah, no?
The Torah, yeah.
The Torah is Metaret? He said, Takonis Chachomim, that it's possible, and Chachomim is Metaret. It's not Rachamon and Metaret. It's not just thing as Rachamon and Metaret. If it's too much. When
we are matir, the reason we matir because Tumas Hamoretz Beregel, we go back to the din of the Reis.
Oh, the Reis, but it's not Rachamon and Metaret. It's Rachamon and Metaret.
The Pasuk in Shoftim.
the Bishas Asife, by Yosef Kolish, yeah.
So what
Again,
is somebody the Maisa?
we say before it's only Asmachte.
So what we assume it's Tume and Rachmon is Metayr, or we just Takonis Chachomim with is no Chazoka. And we speak afterwards. I'm not so clear about what Tume Tayr is. It Chazoka? Is it Monos? Do you have to ask Amoretz when you take it from me if it's Tommy or Toro, or just take it without asking? How does it go?
Okay, so we're gonna see in a minute in this thing. We're gonna see in a minute. Okay, I want to finish the Mishnah, then we're gonna go back. So the who was Elohashte now Tomei is Tomei Lemafreya, and the Chover is not allowed to sell something that is Tomei. The Chover is not allowed to sell something Tomei because the Gemara name Katano. This depends on the Machik Katano. The Tani Chode, Yanichedo Lacher, and the Regel Lacher. You can't keep it a different Regel. The Tani Ido. לא יניחנו לרגל האחר. מה אליו? what's the מחלוקס? תנוי. And then מחלוקס, לפי חכמים, about Mishnah who say לא יגמור. If אף על פי כן, you can leave it for a different רגל. So they go, לא. Not like you said that the whole מחלוקס תנוי, if you should leave it for the רגל האחר or not, as לפי חכמים would say that what? That after the רגל is not. עוד קטני יניחנו רב יהודה. רב יהודה אמר משנה, ועוד קטני לא יניחנו רבנון. הייתי מורה, תסברה. How can you say that the מחלוקס over here, the price is יניחנו לרגל האחר, is לפי רב יהודה? You have to wait and no, Rabbi Yehuda, even come. Rabbi Yehuda, you don't have to wait for the different regel. Straight away after the regel, you don't have to be manichol a regel. Straight away after the regel, you can sell it. Says the Gemara. Elo, says the Gemara, the price is punkt verkehrt. Punkt verkehrt. Hodek tani lo yanicheno Rabbi Yehuda. The one that says lo yanicheno la regel is Rabbi Yehuda. Why? You don't need to put it for the regel. Why? You could sell it straight away. Well, the Yanichtani Yanicheno. The Yanicheno means Rabbanon. Umay lo Yanicheno. What means lo Yanicheno? What Rabbi Yehuda says in the price, you can sell it straight away. Shein tzorich le'anicho. You don't have to put it after the regel. This one, you can sell it straight away, and you don't have to be busy with this. So lekula, from lekula alma, you could keep it for next yontev. And what we said in the price, lo Yanicheno. What means lo Yanicheno? Lo Yanicheno means that this is you don't need to do so. You don't need to do so. And Amai, it's going to be straight away. It's going to be okay to do it. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to stop over here. Emel Hashem. Tomorrow we're going to try to finish our Masechet, and on Wednesday, Emel Hashem, Seder Noshim, Maseches Yevomis. Maseches Yevomis. So tomorrow we're going to try to finish our Masechet. We're going to leave a bit for the CM, and we're going to start the Akadoma to Masechas Yevomes, so Pesazoi. I'm not Hashem, we're going to see. Okay, let's go back now what Rabbi Tuk was asking. Yeah.
To make a bit of seder in my mind.
Okay.
Come to Amoretz. This Francis Takonis Chachomim, they can metaken, can make. What is the problem? The problem with Amoretz is that Lichur is Chazoka. But once it's Amoretz around, the Chazoka falls away. Chazoka grows, no Chazoka. Now, so do we, when you come to take from, do we ask him in the town, is it kosher or not, or we just don't have to ask? Bismana regel, just take without asking.
So let's go.
So it's an Amoretz and Chazoka. It's not Chazoka, it's an Amoretz or Chazoka.
So let's go to the Zman Regel a second. And I will think like Rabbeinu said straight away. When he said, I think the good teretz, that why the Gemara called it Rachamon Etare, because the pasuk of Vayosef Kolish Yisrael, Akosu Vason Kulan Chaverim. Yeah, so let's go into this a minute to see if Take it's Rachamon, as we said that they were Metayrim. Akosu Vason Kulan Chaverim. Actually, the Chagiga in Yerushalmi we darshan because it says Keir Yerushalayim Keir Shechubro Lo Yachtov. That everyone became chaverim shechubro. He says chubro lo yachdov. That when they are yachdov, all is in a chaverim. Shechubro lo yachdov. When they are yachdov, that means with shas asifeh, so everyone becomes chaverim.
But where do we find the Torah different chaverim and not chaverim? If the Torah says in one place this chaverim and not chaverim, then the Torah says he is chaverim. But again, this is only chachomim. It's not. It's machlet. It cannot be.
Yeah. It's not yeah. It's Yom Tov is how we say over there. Gdoilo legimo shemekarev sarachoy ki u'masha shchinos al nevi abal. The same thing, but the Indian is to be together and thing.
Yeah, but Chachomim gave away the takona, but it's not that the Torah was oyser, the Torah is matir. Is Rachmone like a lashon mushal, like a borrowed? It's not.
Yes, I would say so. I would say so. Okay, so let's look into this. Let's look into this thing. Okay, so we learned in the Mishnah. Let's be the side of the things. We learned in the Mishnah. Let's go back a little bit. We learned in the Mishnah. Hapoisayach es chavisoi. We saw machloikes. If you Rabbi Yehuda, we say igmor. Chachamim lo igmor. Now, when we look at the Rashi in the Mishnah, let's look at the second and Rashi in the Mishnah. Rashi says, "Hapoisayach es chavisoi. Chover sheposach es chavisoi limklo yaim Yerushalayim b'regel. וכל הבוא ליקח ממש שבעה פעם רוצה משהו לא יגמור אח הרגל, אף על פי שברגל אין תוירים, לא ישתהרוס on tahare. Now this is the point, yeah, Rabbi Tzok, this is mamish what you're saying. What we say ברגל תוירים, says Rashi, דיבור מה שלא יגמור. אח הרגל, אף על פי שברגל אין תוירים, לא ישתהרוס on tahare. אלו שברגל הכל חברים, אבו לאח הרגל. תומי למפריע כדאומה ומסניסים עובר הרגל, מטבילים כלי העזור מפני שנוגו בוהן המאורץ ברגל. This is the Rashi. Now in the Gemara, right, we asked, מהו שיניחנו לרגל אחר? What Rashi explains over there, מהו שיניחנו לרגל אחר? Says Rashi, אליבא דרבנן בוהלו. שאל את לפי רבנן. Now, in Rashi over here, to understand the concept as we want to understand a little bit better, is a bit schwer, לפי Rashi. לפי Rashi, you said the maga is tome למפריע לאחר הרגל. How can you put it לרגל אחר? If you understand that after the regel, בעצם in the regel is also tome, not the story. So straight away after the regel, איסור חג הפסח, tome למפריע. What's going to help me to put it לרגל אחר?
Well, what's the pshat in Rashi? What's the pshat in Rashi in the first place? That it's tome b'regel that you can use it. Tome is the takonas chachomim. Tome is Rashi means tome from takonas chachomim point of view, not tome be'etzem tome. The takonas chachomim of tmeya is.
Sehr good. Elomai. Nachronim explain azoi. We have to mechalek between the Isur Doiraisa. That's what we know always. The Isur Doiraisa. Let's call it the more of the lomdish, the yeshivische sprach, as we call it the Isur Hefzer. The Isur Doiraisa is always the Isur Hefzer. And between the Isur Rabbanon is the Isur on the Gavre. So this is also. It's Isur Ich Ton Ishton Azay Azay. Isur Doiraisa is the Isur on the Hefzer. Das is also the Hefzer is also. Isur the Rabbanon is the Isur only on the Gavre. Yeah, and I say, the Rogachover is very busy with it. He proves it about. Okay, I don't want so much to go into it, but it's very, very interesting that the Rogachover brings a guy from Rashi and Chuli Daf Chofches. And he said that the Rabbanon is not Shayach Tumas Nevele. And why? Because the Rabbanon is not a Isur Chefze, it's only Isur Gavre. And then break the dot in the guy from Rashi. Oh, anyway, let's go back to us. Therefore, after the regel, it's chal the isur tume on who? On the chover, not on the thing itself. Because me, the rabbonon yasoden. So we made after the regel, after the yom tev, on who's chal the isur tume? On the chover, not the yain. Not the yain becomes tomei. Not the chefze becomes also. The chover. And therefore, yanichenu lachar regel, and the yain itself bleibt toil. Even if we're going to say that what the tume is on the yain itself, you also have to understand what's the pshat yanichenu lachar regel. And this is what we mentioned in the middle of the shiur. We mentioned it as like the Chagiga. We mentioned the Rambam in Perik Yudalef Ilchos Mitami Mishka B'Moishav. The Rambam says, and even if he didn't touch it, only b'zman that is a chover, it's not toil. Only b'mei regel b'zman. So the Rambam is muchar that it depends on the time of the regel. Then the Torah that will retire if the Amoritz touched it in the regel, but if the Amoritz touched it before the regel, so when it comes to Yemei regel, it's going to be toil or not toil. What if I came Erev Yom Tov, I set up my shop, I didn't open it, comes Amoritz and touches the barrels of wine. Now kommt da rein Yom Tov, ist ein toil oder nicht? Ich höre nicht, also steht in Torah Evenechet over here. And that's what Rashi explained that Magoi Tomei Lemafreya after the regel, and this Tumeh, yeah, the Tumeh, the Tare, it came in the regel, but on the Tumeh that happens between the two regolim for sure the Taharas regel is not going to help. If we look at the Yemei regel, Tafke the Yemei regel in the Tahar, it's not that it's a din tume. We can look at it this way. The Yemei regel is never tume. Yemei regel is never tume. It doesn't matter if it's this regel or that regel, because the Yemei regel is talking tume. Let's saber a soizman. Let's saber a soizman. Yeah, let's take an example. Chomer Pesach. Chomer Pesach. There's a Yisur Doiraisa on the Chometz? Yes. Yisur Chometz Doiraisa. Achar Pesach, Midoiraisa, Chometz is mutar. Why? Because the din Chometz depends on Pesach. Yemei Pesach Chometz is also. After Pesach, never became Chometz thing. Never, the Chometz was never awesome. This what we call Chometz. In between Tes Vov or Yudal afternoon till Chof Aleph or Chof Beis, yeah, Nisan, then it's awesome. Before and after is going to be Muta. The same thing over here, the Tumah. Nishtok in Dine Tumah, Zivishin Tes Vov Yudalet Nisan, Tes Vov Nisan till Chof Aleph Nisan, and then Vov Zayin Sivan, then the same thing Tes Vov Tishrei, Nishtok in Dine Tumah.
This thing to me, just be a soymich on the Amoritz. The tumah is exactly the same. If something happens and somebody touched something, it's tumah like any other time. It's only soymich on the Amoritz that he didn't touch it before Pesach.
Yeah, but could be that's a pshat. There is, and I know Rabbi Yosef Engel in the Sefer based Oitzo, over there in Mareches Aleph and Klal Samachtes, he's done over the Legabi Tume. If it's Shaykh Azam Matzev, what it cannot, the Tume can't be Chal now, Bepoyal, and it's going to be Chal after that only the Mafreya. And he brings the guy, he speaks over here from our Gemara, over here, from Chavav Aleph in the Mishnah, our Pesach's Chavisai. So it's going to be toil, and now the Tume can't be Chal. And Lemafreya, after Yom Tov, the Tumah is Chal, Keilu in the middle of Yom Tov already.
It's more the Hanoga, how you Hanoga on time of Yom Tov, how to deal with it. The Hanoga, how to deal with it, rather than the Etzem Tumah, the Etzem Tara. It's a chashash. It's not I'll be strict aloha. You got Chazoke, you got Nemonus. But you got fine kodesh choil kol achumras shlishi. You got chumras b'chol. It's chumras that people, because Chachami wanted people to be very careful, so they put chumras into restrictions. Should be a tumah coming in. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a derabanan again. It's a derabanan.
It's a noga. It's yeah.
Derabanan.
Shukar.
Let's say that. Go to Shikoyach. Have a nice day.